guy fell off my speaker stand right here last week, and he broke. So I have a gig coming up next week, and it's a week-long like conference thing in like Tulsa, Oklahoma, or somewhere like that. And I know most of the songs, but I also got hired to run tracks. I just don't know what songs need tracks and what songs don't need tracks. I'm actually meeting the band at a coffee shop here in Nashville today. It's great to be doing a camp again. I haven't done a camp in a while, and I'm pumped. It'll be fun. All right, I just got to the coffee shop. It's right there. I'm not gonna bring this guy in. I've never met this person, and I just don't want to be that guy that wants this big camera. Catch back up with you guys after the meeting.
No. Yeah. All of my friends say, girl, you better take care.
All right, it's 3 now, so it was like an hour-and-a-half meeting. It was good. Have most of the things like ironed out and figured out for the camp. There's still going to be some things we'll have to figure out when we get there, but good meeting. I'm currently going through my my hard drive with all my tracks on it to see what ones I have and what ones I don't have. Also, you might think this is cool. So I took a screenshot of the text thread for the camp, and then I put it into Procreate. And now, as I check the songs and stuff to see what ones I have, I can just go through and actually physically cross them out. That makes it a little bit easier, and I don't have to like actually type what I don't have and what I do have. So yeah, kind of cool. So being somebody that like is self-employed, and we don't have like an actual like boss or a location that we like actually go into work, the lines from work and like relaxation can be blurred and kind of tricky. I'm currently in our spare bedroom's closet, but I recently saw a post on Instagram, and it was basically talking about when you take time to rest, that's when your brain is able to develop creativity and creative ideas. That's where that is developed, in like resting and relaxing state, not in working state. And for anybody, if you make things for a job or if you make things just for fun, I think everybody can relate to when you're in a creative slump. There's that pressure to keep pushing and to keep fighting for something to actually like make its way to the surface, but sometimes you just need to rest. Okay, so today I have to make the Ableton set for the gig I'm doing next week, and honestly I think I'm just gonna do my original thing where I just have one massive set and just manually fire those individual songs. That's gonna be the most efficient way, I think, to run tracks for this specific gig. I think, but I mean, honestly, who knows? Okay, I am like halfway done putting the songs in. There's like 20 songs. I've put 10 in. I want to take a break. So I'm gonna get behind the kit and work through the songs. I know most of them, but I'm gonna work through any like rough spots that I might have. All right, I've been editing a wedding video for the past couple hours, right over there. I have just about an hour left of my work day, and then I'm gonna be done. So remember when I mentioned that I needed to get these things covered because it's just the raw rock wool? I have somebody doing that, but they need those to put them in the frames that they built. Honestly, I could have built the frames myself, but I wanted them done like right, and I wanted them to last, so I hired somebody. I know my strengths, and I also know my weaknesses. And one of my weaknesses is definitely anything like carpentry-wise. So don't waste my time, don't waste my money, just hire. Remember those panels I took out yesterday? Last panel is going up. Bum, 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 bum. Don't those look so cool? It just really like ties the room together. Not to mention it sounds better because they're actually up and they're not on the ground, just leaning against the wall. So once the space is actually done, I'm gonna do like a dedicated studio like tour, going over like everything. I still have a couple of things that I want to get like fixed and like put together before I actually do that. But I figured I would just tell you about the panels. They're not complicated. I just know when I was researching all the stuff for panels, I would have appreciated all the help that I could get. So I'm gonna do that right now. So all these panels are they're just single pieces of rock wool that you get like from Lowe's, and basically I just had my friend build panels for the dimensions of a single panel. I believe it's like 3 foot by 1 foot, and I had him build me 6 individual casings for the panels. Now the panels behind the drum set are 3 pieces of rock wool, so they're 3 foot by 3 foot. But just because like that's a direct reflection point, and I want to catch that as soon as the drums hit it, so I don't get that kickback in like recordings and microphones and stuff like that. As far as the materials, the wood is just from Home Depot, just like the cheapest wood you could get, cut to size, and the fabric wrapping the panel is just black fabric from Hobby Lobby. I just figured black would be the cleanest and be the easiest to maintain as far as stains and like discoloration and all that stuff. And then after that, all we did was just put the single pieces of rock wool into each panel and hang it up. That's basically it. It's actually not that complicated when you explain it. It's just it can be kind of intimidating. If you've never done it before, then you can really overthink it. Why I chose the single panels instead of like putting like a couple of different pieces in an individual panel. I wanted to keep it as flexible as I possibly could, so like if I ever want to change it up, I could just put 2 or 3 of those together and it would accomplish the same thing as like having like more of those like big panels with 3 pieces of rock wool built. But if I did that, I wouldn't have the flexibility like I do with the single panels. So that's why I went with the single panels instead of like just doing a couple in like 2 or 3 panels. And like I said, I'm gonna do like a dedicated studio tour. This is just like the initial like, hey, this is what I used. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you. But yeah, I'm pumped. I think it looks a lot better, and it makes the space feel a lot more like cohesive, and it makes it feel more professional and put together. Savannah is leaving for 2 days to go to Knoxville to take pictures for like an engagement session. Normally I would go, but I have 2 days left until I fly out for that conference, and I have to learn all the songs, or at least go over them. Like I know a good portion of them, but it's been a while, so I just have to dedicate the time just to sit down and play through them at least. Wish I was going though. I love traveling with her, and Knoxville's a great place, but next time. Today's been the first cool day all week, and I wanted to take advantage of it by coming down to the lake. So my flight for that conference leaves on Monday, which is 2 days from now. I have the Ableton session built, and I have all the songs charted. Now I just have to like play through them, and 2 days should be more than adequate for that. Sure is a lot of garbage around this lake. This is one of the last pieces of the studio that I was waiting for. That way I can use this monitor and it controls that computer. I was using Sidecar before and it didn't work great. The last session it cut out a million times, so nightmare. This is much better. Okay, I went through the set twice and I feel good, but now I'm going to let it sit and marinate overnight, and then I'll come back to it tomorrow. Also, that setup right there, that setup with the monitor, if you don't have something like that, I strongly recommend it. So much easier. Why didn't I do that earlier? I didn't clean my in-ears after I used them yesterday, so now they're all sticky and gross. It's pretty disgusting.